You are watching Kuma Media News Updates. Please watch the video till its end. Let's start. Taliban fighters in Kabul, the capital, on Sunday on a Humvee seized from Afghan forces. The speed of the Taliban's sweep through the country startled American officials. Kabul's sudden fall to Taliban ends U.S. era in Afghanistan. A takeover of the entire country was all but absolute as the Afghan government collapsed and the U.S. rushed through a frenzied evacuation. Taliban fighters poured into the Afghan capital on Sunday amid scenes of panic and chaos, bringing a swift and shocking close to the Afghan government and the 20-year American era in the country. President Ashraf Ghani of Afghanistan fled the country, and a council of Afghan officials, including former President Hamid Karzai, said they would open negotiations with the Taliban over the shape of the insurgency's takeover. By day's end, the insurgents had all but officially sealed their control of the entire country. The Afghan government collapsed after the Taliban entered Kabul on Sunday. Evacuations of international diplomats and civilians have been underway at the international airport in the capital. The speed and violence of the Taliban sweep through the countryside and cities the previous week caught the American military and government flat-footed. Hastily arranged American military helicopter flights evacuated the sprawling American embassy compound in Kabul, ferrying American diplomats and Afghan embassy workers to the Kabul military airport. At the civilian airport next door, Afghans wept as they begged airline workers to put their families on outbound commercial flights even as most were grounded in favor of military aircraft. Families saying their goodbyes in the parking lot of the airport as their loved ones headed for what became the last commercial flight to leave Kabul on Sunday. Amid occasional bursts of gunfire, the whomp of American Chinook and Black Hawk helicopters overhead drowned out the thrum of traffic as the frenzied evacuation effort unfolded. Below, Kabul's streets were jammed with vehicles as panic set off a race to leave the city. 2 decades after American troops invaded Afghanistan to root out al-Qaida terrorists who attacked on September 11, 2001, the American nation-building experiment was in ruins, undercut by misguided and often contradictory policies and by a relentless insurgency whose staying power had been profoundly underestimated by U.S. military planners. More than 2,400 American troops gave their lives and thousands more were wounded in an effort to build a democratic Afghan government. Tens of thousands of civilians died in the fighting, and thousands more were displaced from their homes. In recent days alone, thousands fled to Kabul as the Taliban advanced through other cities at breakneck speed. Please subscribe to